Now to our weekly segment with a story from CBS Village. That's the CBS News site highlighting diverse communities. And in honor of Black History Month, we are taking you inside a unique playground exhibit teaching Black history by introducing kids to local leaders. CBS News Philadelphia reporter Eva Anderson has the story.
It's probably like...
McKenna Grice is on a mission.
Look at check.
The third graders completing a scavenger hunt by looking for local legends at Smith Memorial Playground.
The last two we need is Nazer Sabri and Michael A. Nutter.
The activity was part of a kickoff event where kids from 2 local charter schools were invited to interact with the new Leaders and Legends exhibit.
What does a community organizer do?
10 double-sided posters representing Black leaders in Philly are on display with facts about each person.
So we can learn about all these new people and get to know them a little better.
Mayor Nutter was mayor about 10 years ago.
Through exposure, kids can picture themselves as future leaders.
Someday you guys could be mayor of Philadelphia.
Monday, kids got to meet some of the living legends.
What I do is I take photos like that, and then I take acrylic paint, and then I make it into paintings on canvas.
Nazir Sabri, an artist whose work is featured in the Philadelphia Art Museum, took questions from kids outside by his display.
What do you use to make your artwork?
And then also just hard work.
And inside on a panel, other honorees offered words of wisdom to the students.
Your attitude will affect your altitude.
Including Philly radio leader and legend Patty Jackson.
Follow your passion. Sometimes your gift comes at a very early age.
Phoenix Catlin said these speakers' stories will be useful for her and her fellow classmates.
So they could see if they want to use that type of job, so they could have a life like that.
The kids came to the playground to explore history and walked away with a vision for their own futures.
Oh man, Eva Anderson joins us now. Eva, the cuteness factor was really through the roof with that story. It was so great. So this exhibit has existed for 5 years. How has it changed over time?
Well, Adriana and Tony, first, thank you so much for having me. And so they started this exhibit during the pandemic. And if you remember, families were looking for a lot of activities that they could do together safely. So they started doing it at the playground because it's an outdoor activity. But as the years progressed, they started incorporating some indoor activities as well. So they have that panel discussion that you saw there in the story where the kids actually get to interact in person in a classroom setting with some of those living leaders and legends. They also have these really cool like trading cards, kind of like baseball cards with each of the honorees on them so kids can get them and swap them with each other if they want. They have a QR code on them where you can learn a little bit more about those leaders.
Hey, Eva, can you share a little bit more about the artist that made the exhibit?
So the exhibit is actually a team effort. Nearly a dozen people at Smith Memorial Playground and Playhouse work year-round on this. They tell me they have a running list of honorees and some big Black movers and shakers from Philadelphia that they hope to honor in the future. And they kind of year by year tick some people off that list and welcome them into the exhibit.
All right.
So great. Eva, thank you.
Huge success. Eva Anderson, thank you very much.